Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant and welcome back for more of Let's Play Donkey Kong Land 3. Now with 100% more internal conflicts! We're in the middle of what I think is World 3. I'm actually not paying enough attention to know or care because there are bees on the thing. You know what, I'm gonna call them... What am I gonna call you guys? I should probably call them by their proper names that I'm too lazy to look up the names of, because I'm too lazy to look the names of up the things in the barrels with the TNT that are on the ropes that I didn't actually want to be there. I really like the music and the atmosphere in this level too, even though it's really difficult to have music and atmosphere in a Game Boy game. I like what they did here. I'm not sure what it was supposed to be, and there's a bonus barrel around here somewhere. Hi bonus, how you doing? What I really don't like about... Oh no, it's this bonus. This bonus absolutely sucks. Can you tell how it's very difficult to see where the TNT dudes are on the ropes? No? Well, I can, and it's annoying. I'm glad we got that bonus out of the way. Kiddy has really long arms. Look at those arms! Look at how long his arms are! Who does he think he is, lanky? But this is the way to progress, so I say we go to progress because there is something down here, isn't there? Is the dude down here, or is he further up? I'm not sure where the dude is. Dude, he's not here. They wouldn't make me go all the way this far with the barrel. I guess they intended me to use it on a Crusher instead of using it on the coin dude. Where is the coin dude anyway? Did we miss him? I hope we didn't miss him. I don't remember him being difficult to find in this one. There he is. Hi, buddy. You're dead now. Where are we going? Do we want to go up? I don't think there's anything further up. But yeah, I really like the music here. And the ambiance. It's just... It feels endgamey, but we're only in, what, World 3 or something? So, it's kind of nice to have that. I almost said because of the change of pace. Why do I like change of pace so much? I don't like it that much. I don't like change. I actually fear change. Change is one of my biggest things that I don't like and fear. And there's a bonus here somewhere. Where are you, bonus? Don't hide from me, bonus. I know you're here somewhere, like down here, for instance. Don't hide from me. I know you're there. But this bonus can't be as bad as the other one, except maybe it is. I actually don't remember. If I don't remember something, it's probably because it isn't difficult. Except there's a Neek up here! Of all the things you'd think would kill you in a bonus stage, you wouldn't think a Neek, but yeah, here he is. And would you get out of the way so I could get down to the coin, which is probably down here? Coin! Yay! I got it with no time on the clock! Take that, football rules. That always annoyed me in football. Whenever... I know... What video was it that I ranted on this? It wasn't even a rant, it was kind of a stupid little thing that I mentioned and nobody commented on. It was maybe a few years ago. Why do I remember this? But you could get to the very end of a game, you could have no time left on the play clock, and it would still count. I always roll into that claptrap for some reason. I guess I think it's a Neek. What is an alligator doing in frigid winter weather anyway? But yeah, it's the winter level, except we don't have to deal with the stupid sledding. In fact, we don't have to deal with the sledding mechanic for a very long time, which makes me happy. Unfortunately, we will have to deal with it at some point later on, which makes me unhappy, but for now I am happy. And I always instinctively jump when I get to the top of one of the... Why do I think there's something here? Because there is. Okay, that's interesting. I think this is the one level where you kind of want to jump down these pits because some of them will have barrels for you. It's also annoying if you jump in the middle of that pit as opposed to the sides because you will go straight between both of them. Which is annoying and stupid, but I think this is the only level in the game that actually rewards you for jumping down pits. It's nice that they exist, but it's kind of silly also. I don't know why they did that. Yes, some of them are marked with bananas, so you're supposed to be able to tell that you can go down there because there's nice things waiting for you, but it's still kind of stupid for you to just instinctively jump down the pit. And if you're going to do something like that, make it easier to see. I understand Game Boy graphics, but it's annoying when you can't actually see the indicator that you're supposed to go down there, like the bananas. And if I kill you off screen, do you still count? Yes. I love that! You can't even see him on the screen! And it counts for me killing him. I also want to say there's something down here, and there is! They are really jerkish! I want to say you Sure. I want to say you could just jump down this pit here that I'm pretty sure has the thing. Yeah, sure, you don't have to take the other one, you can just jump down that one. So, yeah, this is why I don't like rolling into enemies, because it's not as precise as jumping on them. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't work either, but you can't expect perfection out of these kinds of games. Hi, Claptrap, you're dead now, how you doing? You're dead. I just said you were dead, that's how you're doing. So let's just finish off the level, because I'm pretty sure we have everything, and those stupid penguins that come out of nowhere, that you have no way of seeing until they've already got you, and I don't want to jump into that dude. Maybe he wants to jump into me. Too bad. We'll go over the goalpost and find absolutely nothing here. I'm not jumping down that pit. Even if something is there, it's not worth the risk. I know we have everything. So let's move on to... No. Have to come up with a name. Have to come up with a name. CP! How you doing, CP? Oh, don't you love these memorization games? What I found the most annoying about these is that I can't actually talk over them because I have no memory when I try to say things like Squawks was in... Where was Squawks? God damn it, I haven't found Squawks yet, have I? I can't remember things when I'm talking. Is that not clear enough? I might actually fail this one. Holy crap. Dixie, you were over above me, weren't you? Yes, you were. Have we found the bananas yet? I don't think we have. Why am I remembering where things are? No, you were down... Why? I didn't mean to hit you. Okay, Elfie, I think you're over... I don't know the name of the... Why did I click that? I don't know the name of the elephant, by the way. I don't know why. I probably should have looked it up. It's funny, I've been thinking about doing this for a while now. I haven't actually looked up anything for it, really. Which is kind of stupid. Like, I should know the name of the elephant. But I don't. Oh well, we got everything. If I didn't mention, you can also go to this guy and take a teleport to past worlds, but why would you want to do that if you've... Wasn't there a level in Donkey Kong Land 2 that had this name? Surface Tension? I thought so. Hi, Claptrap. I don't want to deal with you because there's a bonus back here! I want to say there was one with the name Surface Tension. What was I saying before? I honestly don't remember. Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter. And you have to jump on them again to get out. You can't jump high enough to get over those two. So let's just keep going. Is this the level that... No. They probably have a bonus later on. So I don't have to worry about it for now. Is the dude over here? They keep having the big, heavy barrels for the crushes, but... Oh well. Very nice that you can jump out of that being hit, and with your invincibility frames you could fly off with Dixie. Kinda nice. Why did I think there was a bonus right there? That freaking bonus barrel! Don't get me started on that freaking bonus barrel. The last time I played this game, it took me forever to find that stupid bonus barrel. Because it's indicated there was... You saw the O there. And you saw a banana above the other half. I think the banana is supposed to indicate that something else is on the opposite side of that banana. But who the hell would think to look there? I think some of the programming they did in this game is just really, really lazy, and the fact they released this as a Game Boy game when it could have been a Game Boy Color game very easily, considering it was in another language. I wonder if I should show that off. Maybe I'll show that off afterwards in a bonus or something. Probably worthwhile to do. I also want to say there aren't any bonuses down there, but I don't remember this level as well as I probably should. I want to say there's something at the very end here, because I know we're getting close to the end. And did we get the coin yet? I don't think we got the coin yet. You don't want me to take this thing all the way down to the end to get... Do you? Would the coin dude be over here? I don't think he is. No, it's just the end of the level. Did we get the coin dude already? We might have already. Why am I blanking on this? Remember things with your brain! You're probably down here. Yeah, you're down here. I'm panicking over nothing. Which means the bonus is... We only got one bonus, right? So where is the other... You turned around without any warning. That's new. Okay. It's gotta be down here, I want to say, because there's nothing else over here. Maybe there's something over the... Didn't I get the second... I got the second bonus, and I just got the coin. What am I doing? I'm stupid. How many times do you need me to tell you that I'm stupid before you stop calling me stupid? As if you're telling me something that I don't already know. And I wonder if we can keep up with that barrel so it kills things for us. No, we can't. I get to run all the way through the level again! It's weird that they don't register the bonuses until after you beat the level. I'm gonna have to get used to that, otherwise I'll make the mistake of there's probably something over here. Why do they do that to you so early on in the... Yeah, there it is. Why do they do that to you so early on in the game, where they put a whole bunch of secrets near the back? I think they do that in Donkey Kong Country Returns, too. Where very early on, they'll put a lot of hidden bonuses and stuff right behind you in the beginning, so later on in the later worlds, when you think to look back there, they'll actually put very small rewards for you there that aren't worthwhile for you to get, but they still put them there anywhere because they know they've prepped you to look there, so they have to be a little bit more creative. I like how they do that in that game. It's been too long since I played Returns. When I first played Returns, I found it to be I didn't know you could roll into the back of claptraps. I'll be honest, I didn't play the Donkey Kong Country games before, so a lot of that felt really new and really awesome, but I just rolled right into the top of that thing. What is with these? Okay, really, really jerkish bonus placement if I can get it. Jump to the left from that guy. How the hell are you supposed to know that? But I do like a lot of... I have to be careful that I don't die in this, because it'll take me forever to get back here. Goodness. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that same jump twice. It is a pain in the ass to do. But, yeah, a lot of things in Returns, especially with the music... I'm stuck here, aren't I? No, I'm not. A lot of the things in Returns threw back to the Donkey Kong Country games, and since I'd only been exposed to the Donkey Kong Land games on the Game Boy, which were roughly based on the Country games, but still a lot of stuff... The levels are new, sure, but a lot of the mechanics and stuff they didn't actually do, because they didn't have the processing power for it on the Game Boy. So, a lot of the stuff in that game was relatively new and pretty cool. At least the first time I played it through, I found it to be really challenging. But looking back on it, I don't really see why I did. Why do I think there's something up there when there isn't? So it's one of those games that I really should get around to looking at again. I don't know why I've just been really busy, I guess. But it's one of those games that I should get back to at some point, because a lot of games that you find difficult like that you probably shouldn't. Why do I think I missed something? Because it's actually back here. Okay, that makes sense. But I still think I missed a bonus. Didn't I? No, I didn't. There was one at the beginning. A lot of things in Returns I think would be much easier the second time around. So it's kind of something that I want to get back to do. I don't know, we'll see. Why do I think this is a really long level and it was probably a bad idea for me to go back to? Oh well, we're here. Might as well, right? We're here. But Donkey Kong Country Returns, I want to say it's a fantastic game. It's just that the first time I played it, I found it really annoying, and I haven't gotten back to it since, so... What? Hi, bonus! I instinctively went down here thinking that it was the wrong way to go, and I was rewarded for going the wrong way with a bonus barrel. How you doing, bonus barrel? Do you like me inside you? Why do I think monkeys? Monkeys. Generally, if you just speed past the monkeys, you'll be okay. I've never found that to be too much of an issue, but getting down here is annoying because you can't see as far down as you can above you because the game pans the camera up. Most of the time you'll be going up these ropes instead of going down, so it's kind of planning for you to go up instead of going down. It doesn't show you as much of the screen. Generally, I find just rolling down and not dealing with them to be the best way to deal with them, not dealing with them. I don't think there's anything... Is there anything down here? Maybe this is progress, and the other way was how we would get down if we weren't smart enough to look down here. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm also thinking these little platforms with the sneaks on them are very cheap, because it's very easy to get yourself hit there. I make it look a lot easier than it probably is. Why do I think there's something up here, or maybe there isn't? Is there... Yeah, the coin dude is over there. I want you, coin dude! Well, I don't want you, I just want your coin. And the barrel's probably over here, and you're easier to get than you think. So let's just roll over here, get the O, and I want to say that Squawks is in here somewhere. Did I just die? See, in Donkey Kong Land 2, I would have died right there, because I scrolled down where the camera couldn't keep up with my falling! In Donkey Kong Land 3, there are so many vertical segments that they got rid of it, I think. I don't remember ever dying that way, but It happened a couple of times in Donkey Kong Land 2, and in Donkey Kong Land, they just didn't care. They froze the camera in place, and if you happened to go off the camera, even if there was a platform 5 inches below you, too bad, you're dead. Really annoying that they did that, but that's one of the reasons I didn't like the game. Brief pause break. Okay, I didn't not like Donkey Kong Land. It's just that it had a lot of shortcomings that the later games did reverse. They did do better where Donkey Kong Land didn't do well. I still think it's a really good game. Why did I think there was a bonus over there? All the Donkey Kong Land games are good games. It's just that by today's standards in terms of graphics and audio and even controls a little bit, they are lacking where a lot of modern games aren't. So a lot of new players are turned off by it, but I know I ranted about that in a couple of past videos from this series anyway, and people have probably heard enough of that to the point where they don't want to hear any more from me. Did I just go in a complete circle? I think I did. But I do really enjoy these games, and I guess anybody that grew up with any games that they enjoyed playing with when they were younger will feel the same way about those games, whether or not they're good or bad. So that's the thing. Why do I think there's a bonus somewhere past the goal or something? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. I really hope I didn't miss something. I did! Did I ever check down here? Maybe I didn't. Which is why I should probably check to see if there's something over here, and there happens to be. Hi, bonus, bonus. So we have to kill all the baddies with squawks. That's interesting. We haven't had one of these before. Have we? I don't think we have. We haven't had many... Have we had any bonuses with squawks? I think any of the ones that we might have had made us switch... Yeah, there was one in the last video that we could have gone into with squawks, but they made us switch over before we went in the barrel. I don't know, maybe we've seen one already. I'm not entirely sure. Oh well, it's right here. Why cut away when it's right there? But I'm very impatient with squawks, in case you haven't noticed. I like going fast, and with squawks, you can't necessarily see things. So, going fast when you can't see things generally does not lead to success. Which is why I'm not very good with squawks. It's not that I'm bad with it, it's just I find it difficult to be patient. Oh well, that's gonna do it for this video. We're gonna start off the next one with a boss. I haven't done that before, have I? Nope. Well, I'm doing it this time. See you then.